Emma had never imagined that a simple favor for her cousin would change the course of her entire life. That afternoon, the airport was buzzing with the usual chaos, rolling suitcases rattling across the polished floors, loudspeaker announcements echoing through the terminal, and exhausted travelers rushing toward their loved ones. Emma stood nervously near the pickup area holding a small white sign in her hands. Her cousin Lily was supposed to be there, but a sudden emergency had forced her to call Emma instead. "Please, Emma," Lily had begged on the phone earlier. "I'm supposed to pick up a guest for the company. Just stand near the exit with the sign and wait. His name is Blake Carter. He'll recognize the sign." Emma sighed at the memory. She wasn't used to doing things like this. She was just a small-town girl trying to make ends meet after losing her job 2 months earlier. Still, she couldn't refuse Lily. Family helped family, that's how things worked. So there she stood, shifting her weight nervously, holding the sign that simply read, "Blake C." Passengers began pouring out of the arrival gate. Some looked exhausted, others excited, and many ignored her completely. Minutes passed. Emma started to worry she had misunderstood the instructions. Then suddenly, a tall man stepped out from the crowd. He looked like someone straight out of a movie. Dark brown hair slightly messy from travel, sharp jawline, confident posture, and eyes that seemed to scan the room like he owned it. He wore a navy jacket over a gray shirt and pulled a sleek black suitcase behind him. His gaze landed on Emma. And then on the sign. He walked straight toward her. Emma's heart started beating faster. That must be him. The man stopped in front of her and studied her face for a moment, almost curiously. "You're here to pick me up?" he asked in a deep, calm voice. Emma quickly nodded. "Yes. Blake C., right?" The man gave a faint smile. "That's right." Relieved, Emma lowered the sign. "Hi, I'm Emma. My cousin usually handles this, but she couldn't make it today." "Blake," he replied, extending his hand. His handshake was firm but warm. Neither of them noticed that, across the hall, another man in a business suit had just walked past them, also searching for a sign that said Blake Carter. Emma picked up her small bag and gestured toward the exit. "The car is waiting outside." Blake followed beside her, pulling his suitcase. As they walked through the busy terminal, he occasionally glanced at her with quiet curiosity. "You don't look like a driver," he said suddenly. Emma laughed softly. "I'm not. I'm just the emergency replacement." "Lucky replacement," he said. She raised an eyebrow. "Lucky?" "Well," he said casually, "airport pickups are usually done by board assistants who don't say a word." Emma smiled. For some reason, talking to him felt easy. Outside, the sunset painted the sky in warm golden colors. Cars lined up along the curb, horns honking occasionally. Emma led him to a modest sedan. Blake paused, surprised. "This is the car?" Emma chuckled awkwardly. "Yes, why?" "Nothing," he said, hiding a small smile as he placed his suitcase in the back. They both got inside. As Emma started the car, Blake leaned back in the passenger seat and watched her carefully. "So," he said, "how long have you been working for the company?" Emma blinked. "Company?" "Yes. The company that sent you to pick me up." Emma hesitated. "Oh, well. I'm not exactly working there." Blake looked amused. "Interesting." Emma felt suddenly nervous. "Why?" "Because," he said calmly, "the company that arranged my pickup is worth $8 billion. Emma nearly slammed the brakes. "Wait, what?" Blake laughed quietly. "Yes. And they usually send a luxury car with a chauffeur in a suit." Emma stared at him, stunned. "Oh no." "What?" Blake asked. Emma slowly turned toward him. "I think I picked up the wrong person." Blake's eyebrows lifted. "And I think," he replied with a smirk, "you might have just kidnapped the wrong CEO." Silence filled the car for 2 seconds. Then Emma burst out laughing nervously. "You're joking." But Blake wasn't laughing. "I'm not." Emma's mind raced. A CEO. She looked at him again, noticing details she had missed before, his expensive watch, the confident way he carried himself, the calm authority in his voice. "Oh my goodness," she whispered. "You're serious?" Blake shrugged casually. "My name is Blake Carter, CEO of Carter Global Holdings." Emma's jaw dropped. "That's the name on the sign." "Yes," he said slowly. "But," Emma stammered. "My cousin said the guest was named Blake Carter too." Blake chuckled. "Well, that explains it." Emma covered her face in embarrassment. "I just accidentally picked up a billionaire." Blake leaned back, clearly entertained. "Yes. And honestly, this is the most interesting airport pickup I've ever had." Emma peeked at him through her fingers. "You're not angry?" "Why would I be?" he said. "You're driving me somewhere mysterious with no plan. It's actually refreshing." Emma laughed helplessly. "Well, where were you supposed to go?" Blake thought for a moment. "A corporate meeting downtown." Emma winced. "Oh no." "But," Blake continued, looking out the window, "that meeting suddenly feels very boring." Emma glanced at him. "What do you mean?" Blake turned back to her with a curious smile. "I think I'd rather see where this wrong ride takes me." Emma blinked. "You're serious?" "Completely." For the first time since meeting him, Emma realized something strange. This powerful CEO looked genuinely intrigued by her. And somehow, one small mistake had brought their worlds crashing together. Neither of them knew yet that this accidental meeting would soon change both of their lives forever.